I think we just have time this morning just for a few words of wisdom, if you will, a few parting comments maybe on the partnering of CTE and adult ed. We'll just start with you, Albert, and come this way before we say goodbye.
I think exactly, you summed it up, the partnering of CTE and adult ed, and that it is about aligning the systems and connecting the people, and it's the people at the state and local levels, and we do what we can at the federal level to encourage the partnerships and to inspire those at the state and local levels to be the champions for aligning the systems, because as the realities of the current budget environment, both at all levels, the federal, state, and local levels, just demand that we all start doing more with less and start continue to serve and reach the same goal, but with fewer resources.
Indeed. Blake?
Yeah, and I guess if I was just to leave with one thing, I think the most important thing from Kansas's perspective would be to really listen to the needs of the business community, to engage that business community, and sometimes we get to working within our own silo and we kind of recede back from that. But they really tell us, not just are you doing things right, but are you doing the right things? Do you have the right type of career pathways that can really align with the labor market, and as adults exit those pathways, that they can get the kind of jobs that are really going to make a difference in their lives.
Great point. Brian, you're one thing.
Well, I agree with both of my colleagues on their points, and then I would also add that adult education and folks that do basic skills instruction and career and technical education have a lot to learn from each other. So I think that as we think about what's the most important piece of all of this, hands down to me, it's the partnerships. It's starting this work together early rather than late, because I think it's you have to play a lot of catch up when you don't start at the beginning with all the partners. So I think considering who your right partners are from the get-go, and building upon one another's strengths. I mean, in career and technical education, they know this, they have this body of knowledge, and adult educators have that body of knowledge, and bringing them together early and emphasizing those partnerships, to me, is the critical piece.
And if I had one last thing, I think it goes back to the lessons learned, both on the CTE side and adult career pathways, that because there's been a lot of experience in this area already, you can find, for instance, on the adult education side, they have a career pathways community of practice, as they do on Workforce 3.1 on the labor side. So there are a lot of resources out there that can get you, inform you along the way of your development of your
Certainly.
pathways.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Albert, because I'm going to share a few here. This concludes our webcast this morning on applying lessons learned from CTE to adult career pathways. But I'd like to invite all of our participants, both here at the conference and in our virtual audience, to continue this conversation in the online community, as Albert was mentioning, on the Adult Career Pathways Training and Support Center website, which is www.acp-sc.org. The site also offers a wide range of instructional resources and self-paced professional development courses on adult career pathways topics. You'll find a link to the Programs of Study Design Framework in the ACP community blog, found under the Community tab on the website. And today's webcast will be archived and made available through the ACP-SC website. I'd like to thank my panelists this morning, Albert, Blake, and Brian, for sharing their time with us. And I'd like to thank the National Association of State Directors of Career Technical Education for providing us this opportunity to broadcast from the conference, and also our sponsors, the U.S. Department of Education, Office of Vocational and Adult Education, for their continuous support. To those of you here in our live audience, and also to those of you joining us virtually, thank you so much for your engagement today and for your questions. Have a great day.